Rodney Lose there. Now, we've had a huge response to our investigation into the fruit juice cover-up, where fresh can really mean 2 years old. But we've since discovered it goes much further than just orange juice. James Thomas has found the big producers are using the process for all juices, and now there's renewed pressure to improve labelling laws so consumers really know what they're buying.
So if you went out there tomorrow and put 10% or 30% aseptic juice, which is up to 12 months old, would it sell?
Probably not, when they can see that there's another label there that says Australian Fresh Squeezed Daily.
So does that acknowledge then that consumers don't want 12-month-old juice in their fresh juice?
No, they probably don't.
Even the juice companies admit it. We don't want to drink fresh orange juice that's been heated, chilled and stored for sometimes years. But as we revealed on Monday with citrus farmer Ron Gray, they're all putting aseptic juice in their product.
I can see Cruster. Now that's Coca-Cola, isn't it?
That's Coca-Cola?
Coca-Cola's Cruster and GB Premium Juices use it. National Foods Daily Juice and Australian Fresh use it. Others blend with aseptic too, but how would you know? It's not labelled.
So I thought it was disgusting. But, you know, how many people have been buying this?
I prefer they use fresh juice, but if it's not, they've got to tell me.
Today Tonight has received a deluge of complaints. This morning, lobbyists spun into action.
We're all getting in a dither about nothing.
Okay.
Kate Carnell is a former politician turned hired gun for the sellers of aseptic juice.
So this juice is identical to the juice that is, I suppose, squeezed today.
No, it's not, Kate. The juice that is squeezed today is fresh. Aseptic juice is old and inferior. George Polymiadis is a food technologist, microbiologist and juice maker.
Once you heat any orange juice, you're removing a lot of the fresh tasting components in that juice.
They heat it very quickly to help maintain the nutrients, so they don't add anything to it, no preservatives, no additives, no anything, so that it's in its natural state.
Really? That's not what we were told on Monday by the man who used to blend aseptic juice into Australian Fresh and Daily juices.
Sometimes you put a colour in, also add a little bit of highlighter to it to give it a bit more flavour.
This is a copy of a flavour label which was allegedly attached to a container addressed to Cruster, owned by Coca-Cola. The person who sent us this information says she gets sick when she drinks the juice that this additive goes into. The label clearly identifies the flavour in its concentrated form as a hazardous material. Diluted, this juice additive is widely considered safe, but no one could argue that the juices it's added to are fresh.
Where products are marketed as fresh and they contain aseptic juice, then in our view, they breach the code.
The Australian Competition and Consumer Commission's Graham Samuel says he can and will prosecute companies for misleading conduct.
They are not fresh if they've got aseptic juice in them.
Currently, though, a different government agency, Food Standards Australia New Zealand, are allowing juice companies to mislead consumers by using aseptic juice without requiring that it be labelled. It's a practice the ACCC wants stopped.
The ACCC would have a strong preference that ingredients like this are marked on the packaging.
The law is a joke. The law is a joke, and that's why it needs to be changed.
Senator Nick Xenophon is campaigning for truth in labelling. In the meantime, you may be thinking of switching from orange juice to, say, apple. Well, think again.
Grapefruit into aseptic, lemon into aseptic, apple into aseptic.
It's not just orange juice. Most of the big companies are using aseptic juice across the spectrum of flavours.
These juices that you sell, did you realise that they have aseptic juice in them?
I have a point, sorry.
Oh, well, you came up to me.
No, sorry.
Oh.
I went into Woolies and I tried to find 100% Australian orange juice, and it is not in there.
You'll struggle to find fresh juice in any supermarket, which is why Ron Gray and Nick Xenophon want people to go to the website www.truthinlabelling.com.au and sign a petition for change, or vote with your feet.
The final message is I no longer buy it. Never will, and I'm very disappointed.